Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you. And I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and put the corn in the chat. Beloved woman, what up? It's been one, Chief Mancy, roll the corn. Miss McDowell, Georgia. Tally, what up? The spook, roll the corn. Y'all know I don't come on late, man, but today, it's one of them days I just gotta roll the corn. We know the truth now. Toronto, Nashville, Tennessee. Miss Carter, what's up? Now, roll the corn. Now, we have to understand some about this Columbus story that a lot of, we got to teach it a certain type of way because Columbus was vicious, people. Christopher Columbus, whatever his name is, Cristobal, it don't really matter. He was vicious. He wasn't no regular explorer. He didn't come to explore. These people were actually unaliving ancestors. These people wasn't like no regular explorer just looking around. These people were hurting people. These people were taking stuff. These people were demanding gold. Right? Now, what people don't understand about the Columbus story, there are ancient texts written about this land in Europe and Africa, ancient texts. They're saying that land over there is the truth. It's the promised land. It's gold, it's silver, it's diamonds, rubies, pearls. They know where they're going, right? People teach like they don't know where they're going. These people know where they are going, right? They know what they're looking for. They know who are already there. They know what's going on. He just ain't pop up talking about, no, I don't know where I'm at. I'm in India. No, hell no. Don't believe that. These ain't no fools. These ain't no idiots. They are coming to become wealthy. Spain got wealthy off of America. And they knew they was coming to get wealthy off America. Wasn't no coinky dink. He just popped up and got wealth for Spain. See, that's foolishness. Ain't nobody getting on no damn ship, coming across the ocean on no hunch. they coming for what they already know exists, right? So I'm gonna go through some of this stuff, but you gotta connect the dots a certain type of way to understand this story, right? So to understand this story, you must understand the people first who they are encountering, right? You must understand who they're encountering, right? Taino, right? Different type of Indians from the islands that link back to the South and Central Americas. This is how they look. This picture is from Indians in 1519, right? These are the first people enslaved in America, people. The story is told hundreds of years off beat. So-called the couple of Africans that came after they was enslaved. And I want you to know that. Our people. So now, on the back end, everybody, they try to tell you everybody was an African slave, right? No. I'm not going to sit here and say not one African slave didn't come, because that wouldn't be true. In the 1600s, a couple of African slaves came. But your people was already getting watched in 1519. If slavery is 1619, your people was already doing work in the 1500s. A whole century before a so-called African ever came on a boat. I'm finna show you. Now, this picture is talking about treasure, people, right? I showed y'all this on my other live, but I'm going to show it again for the sake of the story. They are talking about caves and gold, and these Indians got gold jewelry on, and all this, where they get that gold from, and they over here just looking and trying to see where they can find the gold at, right? Roll the coin. Let me show y'all what they say about this picture before I move on. Roll the coin. Here we go right here. Might have to shrink this down. Hold on, I might have to shrink this down. Let me see. Oh, let me shrink this down. Let me shrink this down. Coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Now, 2 in the chat, 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 2 in the chat. Now, Central America. Now, when you break these people language down, it says Antilles of the King of Castile, which is from Spain, right? Right? The King of Castile, right? Gold mines are found. Gold mines are found. The King of Castile. Talking about this picture. They are talking about the Spanish people. The King of Castile, right? These are the Spanish. They're going to talk about this in the Columbus story also, right? The King of Castile. Let's pull some of this up. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Roll the coin.
Roblox spoken feedback is ready.
So I want y'all to see some of the nasty things Columbus done. Right? Let's show y'all who the King of Castile is first, right? Now, they're talking about these leaders from Spain, right? Iberian Peninsula, right? Christian, expanded across the region. This is the Catholic Church coming across Europe and Africa, right? King of Castile. So this is the Roman Catholic Church, Spain, coming to America. They already know where they're going. They know what they're looking for. They funding people to come over here, right? They have read history from their land. History from their land is telling them the promised land over there to the west got all type of gold and diamonds and pearls and all this other stuff. Now, in this picture we looking at the King of Castile, right? TikTok messing with my live bad, bro. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. They messing with. I can't put no pictures up. All right. Now, the King of Castile, Roman Catholic Church, Spanish, looking for gold mines. Gold mines are found there. They got this on the inscription of the picture of the melanated Indian, right? You see it? It's on the picture of the melanated Indian. So this is showing in the 1500s, because this picture is from 1519. This is from 1519, right? Right there. Let's keep going. Let's come from the top, right? Roll the coin. What's this right here? Okay, let's go back. Now, the Crown of Castile, Spain, explored and plundered the Antilles of South America for gold. This is who Columbus is under. The Crown of Castile, Spain, right? Plundered Antilles in South America for gold. You see that word, Antilles in South America? Where are these people from? Where they from? Antilles, Central America, melanated Indians. Columbus is coming across our ancestors, people. It's the same area where they looking for gold. This ain't no Native American these people are running across. They running across us. Let's look at that one more time. Because I want y'all to study this stuff in all truth, right? All truth to the truth. Nailed to the truth. Castile, Spain, plundered the Antilles in South America for gold. Roll the coin. These melanated Indians are in Antilles, Central America, indigenous people. Columbus is coming across our people. Not no fake native, not no Siberian. They come across our ancestors. Melanated American Indians. They are wearing gold and copper jewelry. Already wearing it. It's going to talk about this in what I'm going to show you. Columbus looking around their neck. He looking all at their ankles and bracelets. He are making them tell him where the gold is, where the pearls is. Our people. This ain't no fake story. This story is real. Talking about Native American. No, this our people we ran across Columbus and Spain. Now, roll the coin. Let's keep going. Columbus voyages to Great Antilles, Hispaniola, and Cuba, and after that to South America. The first places settled by Castile, Spain. Indigenous Taino populations were forced to pan the rivers for surface alluvial gold. That sounds like we the first slaves on the land. We were forced, our people were forced to pan gold. There ain't no damn African. Where the Africans at? Where is the Africans at? I don't see no Africans. I see us getting forced to pan gold. This is our real history. Now, let's go back and look at the people one more time, because I don't want you to forget how they look. See, they brainwash you to make you think These some type of Native American, but these our people getting forced by the Spain Castile to paying gold in the rivers in America. Now let that sink in your mind for a minute. All this lying and misdirection and bullshit, this the absolute truth I'm finna teach you. Now watch what these people do to our people that look like this. And I want you to get mad because I'm mad. And I want you to learn your real history. Right? Not watered down, not trying to be no conspiracy theorist, not trying to put no paperwork and all that stuff into the teaching. We coming straight from our people to they people from the land. That's how I'm gonna teach it. This is who they ran across. Let's keep going. Straight to the truth. Cut through the bullshit. Let's keep going. The silver shift. While gold was valuable, it was soon dwarfed by South American silver. Discovered in 1545, massive mountain of Potosi, Bolivia, generated a bulk of Spanish Empire's wealth. The Spanish took our gold and silver and lined they buildings with gold leaf in Spain. Lined they buildings with silver leaf and gold leaf from America. Put it all in their buildings on the walls. Spain became the richest country in the world after it left Timeri. Why? They the first people on the land looking for gold, people. And they found it. That's why the picture telling you the Castile found mines of gold in Timeri, where these melanated Indians was at, that they unalived. And we gonna talk about that. Let's keep going. Operations in the Caribbean remain heavily affected, right? Miners like Antilles to seek new investors and options to maintain their local Cuban operations for digging, for mining minerals in America, right? Let's keep going. Colonization of the Greater Antilles, gold, cattle, sugarcane, the genocide of the Lucian and Taino people, and the emergence of the American slave trade in 1493. I mean, the 1600s. This is when they come. This is around 1619, is around the time they brought a handful of slaves over here. But what went on between 120 years before they ever brought a so-called African here? Who was out there in the river? Who was out there in the sugarcane fields? Who was out there with the cattle? Our people. So don't come to me with that FBA shit. Talking about we African, we black, we Indians. No. We were POWs before y'all ever thought about an African. Roll the corn. So don't try to mix us up with no FBA niggas. This ain't foundationally black, nothing. Wasn't nobody foundationally black when they were making our people work for free. So while y'all deserving of anything, and my people got put to work first. It's the same thing DeSoto done in the southeast of America. The same thing Columbus done in the islands. It's the same exact thing. DeSoto Spanish, Columbus Spanish, they on the same time. So don't mix us up with no Africans. Because there ain't no Africans paying in the river for gold for colonizers. I ain't see an African nowhere. Let's keep going. A representation of the sugarcane and the art of making sugar. Directing natives or indigenous people at a press and boiling operations. Indigenous people getting put to work. Let's blow this up. Melanated, melanated, melanated Indian, melanated Indian, melanated Indian, melanated Indian on the boat. I don't see no Native Americans. All I see is us at work. So y'all can talk that shit and go lie and play on the internet all you want. Our people got put to work. Not y'all. Y'all ain't even smart enough to even get put to work. Melanated Indian, roll the corn, melanated Indian at work, hunter-gatherer, melanated Indian on the boat. Sugar, making sugar. This is in the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. These are receipts, big dog. The image is a description reproduced from the digital film from black and white copy at the Library of Congress. Elite receipt gang. Now, let's keep going. 10% of all gold from the new lands was an incentive to find gold mines, especially when he came face to face with our people wearing gold as jewelry. He get 10% of the gold he finds for Spain. Now, I thought he was just exploring the world. I thought he just was the first, that nigga looking for gold, wealth, hunter-gatherer. He looking to come up, just like everybody else, looking to come up, acting like they just stumbled on the come up. No. He knew he was going. He knew what he was looking for. And he was vicious. A vicious Christian. Let me say that again. A vicious Christian. I'm going to do all this evil under the name of Christianity. You dig me? You feel, you smell me? You see where I'm coming from with this? Our people were rocking gold before a hunter-gatherer ever came over here. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Here we go. I hope to God that when I come back here from Castile, Spain, which I intend on doing, that I will find a barrel of gold. For these people I am leaving will have traded, and that they will have found the gold mine and the spices and the such quantities that within the 3 years the sovereigns will prepare for the undertake the conquest of the Holy Land. Stop right there. The conquest of the Holy Land. Columbus telling you this the Holy Land. He's sitting there telling you this the Holy Land. He ain't talking about Jerusalem. He ain't talking about Levant, Israel, over there. He calling this the Holy Land. But he don't know where he going. Oh, okay. That's for fools and dummies. They downplaying the story like he just stumbled up on a beautiful nation. Nah. You knew you was coming to the Holy Land with the gold mines, spices, the whole damn time. Columbus was writing about the extras, the books that's taken out the Bible, he knew it. Because in his diary, he talked about the promised land, that they sent the people back to the promised land, Esdras in the West. They took it out the Bible, people. The two Esdras, the hidden books of the Bible. Why do you think they took it out? They took it out because it was telling you that some of our people got pushed back over here from over there. So they don't want you to know that our people built all this shit over there. They start exiling us back over here. See, they don't want you to know. But in the book of Esdras, Arzareth, the land of Arzareth, is us. Pushed back over here. It's in the book of Esdras. Go read it. This is your real truth. You have people already here who were so-called Paleo-Hebrews. And we have people that was over there on their land who were so-called Paleo-Hebrews. And when these other people took over, they pushed their ass right up out of there. The book of Esther is talking about pushing people out of the Middle East back to their holy land, their homeland. Go read it. Now, Columbus knows that this is the conquest of the Holy Land, where the original holy, so-called holy people come from. The first spiritual people come from. He know these people. Don't think he don't know this. Don't think these some idiots on a boat. That's a lie. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Columbus sent a small party led by Ojeda. Now, Ojeda is big in this story, y'all. Stick with me. To search for gold in a mountainous region of Hispaniola, known as Caboa. Now, let's break down Hispaniola. Because, see, all these old Haitian and French teaching niggas always trying to tell you Haitian created the language. Ain't nobody on the islands if they don't come from the mainland, big dog. The creation story starts at the Mississippi River. Then those people grow and get better and better and better. Then they go to the islands. They go to South America, Central America. You must know that your creation come from the mainland. Ain't no island the creation story. The creation story come from the seven heads of the river, the Mississippi. So the first people on the islands come from mound building cultures in the Americas, the big land. That's why they speak in the same languages. It wasn't no damn Creole neither. Hispaniola, you want to know the real word? Hesperades. Hesperades is what your ancestors called this land. Where do you think they get Hispaniola from? Parades. Para is fruit. Des is the she, which is vegetation. Fruit vegetation became paradise. And that's the truth. Nothing but the truth. Roll the corn. Hesperades is Hebrew, people. Where do you think these motherfuckers getting these words from? Spain don't create words. The Ottoman Empire don't create no words, nigga. Spain and France don't create no ancient language. We want to speak of no 3-4, no French, no Spanish. And no damn. So the original people on the islands are speaking a form of Hebrew. Hesperades. Now, if you want to start in the middle of history and try to teach that they were speaking some type of Creole, you would lost your damn mind. Them the people who came and mixed the languages. Not the original people. So why would somebody teach that? That's misdirection. That's a lie. They trying to big up see, people try to big up their culture and make you forget about the original culture. Our history is based in the laws of Ma'at, people. The absolute truth. If you can't give me the absolute truth, don't even try to teach it. Because in Egypt, they said we live off the truth. We don't live off no theories. We don't live off no mythology. We don't live off no aliens finna come save us. We don't live off no foreign paperwork finna save us. We don't live off of this shit in ancient culture. We don't even play them type of games. We are self-sufficient to ourselves. We don't need the help from the corporation. We don't need the help from Greece and Rome and goddamn the Ottoman Empire and the more. We don't need their help. They need us. They don't have a culture if we don't give them one. Why would I give somebody a culture and then come back and let their culture run me? That would be ignorant. Your ancestors not that type of fool. You get what I'm trying to tell you? When you create culture, you do not accept culture from other people. Your culture is stamped in the truth, because the truth is in nature. Nature taught us the truth. Therefore, man can't starve us. Man can't downplay us. Man cannot control us because we understand nature. Only people that can be controlled are people who can't control their environment, people. You got to feed them. You got to give them knowledge. You got to lead them the right way. We didn't need that. Our ancestors had already figured that out for us. Why you think them 500 acres of crop fields sitting down there in the Mississippi Delta? You know how many of your people that fed? See, wise people feed their people. Other people hope to feed their people. That what separates you. Your culture is an agriculture. You come from agra. You come from the earth. The plants come from the earth. We all locked in the laws of Ma'at. The truth of how to grow. The truth of the stars. The truth of the rotation of the earth. Pi. The golden ratio. The royal cubit to be. We come from the truth teaching. We don't come from no, this might mean that. That might be that. This might be what's going on over there. Let me try to teach. No, we don't come from no confusion. Confusion is the devil, people. Our people weren't confused. Whoever trying to confuse you today ain't right. That shit better come out true and factual from the door, or it's confusion. That's how you got to accept the world. Right? You must accept the world for confusion. Anything confusing is already ain't right, bro. It don't resonate with your spirit. And people pushing the narrative, it don't resonate with your spirit. It ain't right. I'm telling you right now. Now, this is the real word for Hispaniola. Para. Hebrew word for fruit, people. Paradis. This is the she. Right? Para the she. What kind of language you think this is? What you think that is? Paradis? Paradis? Vegetation. Fruit vegetation derived from the root word sprout. Now, why is it in Genesis and Palms? Paradis is paradis. That's where you get that word from, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with no Creole. What the hell wrong with these people? Let's keep going. I'm just breaking it down so you can understand who are they pulling up on. Now, Hispaniola, El Cabillo, right? 145-mile long valley in northeastern Hispaniola. Extends from the bay to the west of the Samana Bay. In the east is bracketed by the Cordillera, right? Central Mountains. Ojeda returned bringing a few gold nuggets and reporting there was gold in the region. Ojeda, Christopher Columbus people, returned with gold nuggets and said, oh, it's gold up there. And that's where they go next. The discovery of gold focused Columbus' attention on El Cabillo, Saboa. I'm tripping. Right? Gold. They didn't find all the gold they wanted. The local Taino bought him gold to trade. Our people gave him gold to trade. American melanated Indians. Nigga, we gave you the gold. Here you go to gold, bro. Calm down. You greedy. Here you go. It's all love, big dog. Calm down. Here go you some gold. Melanated Indians in America gave these people gold, bro. Bought him to trade. They gave him gold. He was so pressed for gold, we were giving it to him. Here you go, hunter-gatherer. Calm down. It's everywhere. You ain't got to kill off everybody. Chill. Right? Let's keep going. El Saboa is a cultural region, Dominican Republic, northern part of the country. Real places, named after the Spanish who named it when they got there. These real places now, real history. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. One story that emerged that the men, La Navidad, had quarreled among themselves and enslaved the Taino men and stole their wives and daughters and mistreated them. They stole the Taino men's wives and daughters and mistreated them. Our people, not no Native American, melanated Indians, stole their wives and daughters and you know what mistreated them mean. We supposed to forget this history. We supposed to act like we just gonna accept it and move on with the YT folks, and we just supposed to forget about all this murder and mayhem. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. The enslaved people made them find gold, and they took their wives and daughters and mistreated them. Let's keep going. Had left for mines in the region with 9 others along with their women, along with the Taino men's wives and women, bro. Took the women. Let's keep going. Same thing DeSoto was doing. Same thing. Let's keep going. Now, Coy Nabo, the chief of the Maguana chiefdom, and his forces had killed the 11 that came up there by the mine. They ran across some more melanated Indians, and 11 of them got unalived. Then they made their way to La Navidad, where they set fire to the fort and tower, forcing to flee into the sea. 8 drowned and another 3 were killed on shore. Our people were fighting them back, people. They fought them back. I'm finna show y'all that our people knew what was going on and they were fighting these people back. Watch this. Not wanting to build a settlement where the men had got killed, Columbus moved further east along the northern coast of his Hesperades, finding an acceptable location on the east bank of the Baja Bonico River. Columbus had his colonists built the first permanent settlement, Spanish settlement in the New World, called La Isabela, after the queen, in honor of the Queen of Spain. La Isabela. Queen Isabella, who sent him over there. You get it? Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Now, the discovery of gold forced Columbus, right, to take 500 men to explore the region. This is when Taino bought them gold. Let's keep going. Now, Columbus sent Ojeda with about 350 soldiers to Santo Thomas with threefold missions. Search for gold, to seize the food from the natives, and capture Coinabo, the one who unalived some of his men, the chief of the Maguana chiefdom. At the river, crossing controlled by a friendly tribe, Ojeda arrested the local chief and other officials, cut the ears off one captive, and sent the others to La Isabella in chains as slaves. Columbus then ordered their beheading, people. Columbus and Ojeda's brutal treatment of the natives turned the Taino against the Castilians. Now, the Taino Indians see that Columbus' men cut the ears off the chief and beheaded all of his warriors. Let me go back, because I don't want y'all to never forget this. Don't never forget this. This is how they look. This us I'm talking about now. I'm going to keep reminding you how they look, because I want you to get this story in your head. These people are beheading our people, cutting their ears off, cutting their arms and fingers off, trying to make us tell them where some gold at. See, they distorted our history so bad that we see the story as some type of Columbus ain't never come, and no, he came. He came, and he wasn't playing. So I want you to get the picture in your head. Melanated Indians were getting unalived and enslaved at gold mines on this land. This what happened to us. Columbus did this, then DeSoto comes back a little later and does what he does in the Southeast. The same exact thing. But let's keep going. So I want y'all to understand that these folks are beheading our people. Beheading them. Cut the ears off the chief. Gruesome people. These Christians now. These the Christians y'all look up to. The big pastor in the church. This done under the name of Christianity and gold. Greedy people. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Now, his mistreatment of the Taino at the river, right? Now, a fort was built to protect the river crossing in 1494. The first Taino rebellion took place there. The fort was destroyed and 10 Castilians were killed. These are Spanish people, Castilians, don't forget that. Ojeda led 500 men to retaliate. 1,500 Tainos were taken as slaves. 600 were shipped to Castile, Spain. Melanated Indians killed, sent to Spain way before the African so-called slave trade ever started. They're talking about 1494, people. The African slave trade don't start to 1619. That is what? 6 plus 119 years. That's 125 years before an African ever thought about even coming over here. They enslaving us 125 years before an African ever supposedly got on a damn ship. But all those Africans though. Nah, all us ain't no motherfucking Africans, bro. That's a lie. And the truth ain't in it. Now, the Taino fought back. They were not the only people that Columbus abused. It was said that he had Castilian colonists executed for minor crimes, and others suffered dismemberment, such as severing a hand, a nose, an ear, a tongue, and the disease and famine claimed to other people. He was killing his own people, giving folks diseases, or scrape menace to Timerian society. He cutting off noses, hands, ears, tongues, giving folks diseases. Just a nasty hunter-gatherer who's supposed to be a civilized Christian. I'm gonna paint a whole nother picture of him. We see a picture of Columbus on the ship like he's some type of good guy. That man is a murdering army chief. And the Christian army is killing stuff. The Christian army come to kill people. They don't come to tell you about no Adam and Eve story. They come to kill. You think they just coming with the Bible all peaceful? Read the Bible. No, they coming to kill and destroy, take gold, cutting arms and limbs off with swords. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. I'm gonna paint a whole nother picture. Roll the coin. Now, this is a long story now. This stuff deep now. Hold on. This stuff deep. Now, March 27, 1495, the Battle of Vega Real, the Battle of Holy Hill, mounds, people. Battle of Jaguamo was fought between the Spanish, led by Columbus, right? Another chief, Guacanagorix, chief of the Mariam and Taino Kingdom in the northwest of Hispaniola, right? Against the indigenous alliance of the other four Taino chiefdoms. The Taino alliance defeated, and the Taino leader, Canoba, was captured. Let's keep going. August 5th, 1496, La Nueva Isabella on the southern rather than one of the northern coast of Hispaniola was named Queen Isabella, soon renamed as San Domingo, because the first European city in the New World was the capital of all Spanish colonies in the Americas. The gateway to the New World, they called it, Santo Domingo, which was first called Queen Isabella. Let's keep going. Now, Columbus discovered the mouth of the Orinoco River, one of the longest rivers in South America, a river that flows through Colombia and Venezuela and empties into the Gulf of Paria and the Atlantic Ocean. Columbus was amazed by the vast quantity of fresh water flowing in the ocean, and he called it the Garden of Eden in his diary. That's where you get Columbus called in America the Garden of Eden, right? I thought it was over there. But let's keep going. In May 21st, 1499, Queen Isabella responded to rumors of strife and poor governance on the part of Columbus and his brother, Francisco. A judge which orders to investigate reports from Hispaniola concerning the numerous complaints about Columbus and his brothers. Just doing whatever they want to do over there, people. Just wilding out, right? August 23rd, 1500, 500 men and 14 Tainos who had previously been Columbus slaves who were being returned home. They were bringing them back from Spain. Now, anybody who studied this stuff know that they had a picture of melanated Indians talking to Queen Isabella in Spain. Y'all remember that? Y'all ever seen a picture of the melanated Indians by the steps and Queen Isabella and her husband sitting up on the Spanish throne? And they had the melanated Indians with the birds and all this stuff. Columbus took them over there and brought them back, right? Roll the corn. It's a picture of that. Let's keep going. Now, after the complaints, Columbus appeared before him in Santo Domingo in 1500, right? They were arrested. Columbus and his brother was arrested, right? After spending several weeks in prison for just over here unaliving people for no reason, they were taken to Castile in chains and turned over to Rodriguez de Fonseca, who was becoming the informal head of the Castile's colonial administration. So they was over there unaliving people for no reason, right? Queen Isabella said, arrest them, slow them down. They're doing too much, right? So they arrested him and took his rank. They took his rank, right? But he get out and kept going. Columbus didn't stop. He got out and kept going, people. Stayed in jail a couple of weeks in the first town of the Spanish, and they let him out. He went right back on the ship. Watch this. Right back to work, like I'm about to tell him to stop. Now, 1501, right? The governor of the Viceroyalty of the Indies, 1502, sailed from Castile with a fleet of 30 ships, 2,500 colonies. This is when they start coming over here for colonies, people. You leave Spain after you put up a city in America, you get 30 ships, you ship 2,500 hunter-gatherers over here. This is when they started to come, the large fleet to sail to the New World. Roll the corn. This is when they come to the New World. The first fleet of Europeans and Moors and Africans and all this type of shit starting to come on these type of ships. But these colonists are really Spanish people first. Spain, because Spain was so connected to their town, they sent their first colonists over here. So Santo Domingo is the first colony of Spain on land with their own city over here in America. Let's keep going. Now, unlike Columbia's earlier voyages, the group was a cross-section of Castilian society. Isabella was intending to develop the West Indies economically and expand Spain's political, religious, and influence in the region. So they sent a whole bunch of priests, whole bunch of Catholic priests, whole bunch of warriors, whole bunch of army leaders. They sent people that can set up a town where they can turn people to Catholics and Christians and army people to back it up, right? Make perfect sense. They are organizing that they putting the play together on our land. You get it? Now, this the truth now. Let's keep going. Now, when these people started coming back over here, they found the Taino people still in revolt. Taino was still fighting all the way up to 1501. Roll the corn. They were still fighting these people years later. So when they came with the 2,500 people, Taino was still fighting in revolt. He ruthlessly suppressed the rebellion with a series of bloody campaigns. This is the new leader that Isabella sent after Columbus, Ovando. Ovando was after Columbus. After they stripped Columbus, Ovando come in as the chief colonizer. I'm gonna say it like that. So he come in, seeing Taino still in revolt. He come with another massive bloody campaign, right? the Jaragua Massacre, and the Jagua Massacre. Now, Columbus' third voyage was a disaster. Isabella and Ferdinand agreed to finance a fourth voyage on condition that he, right, not stop at Hispaniola. Go somewhere else. Columbus, go somewhere else. You already done what you done in Hispaniola. Go somewhere else. So Columbus kept sailing on down to other lands. He went to other spots because he couldn't come back to Hispaniola. Let's keep going. Now, as he sailed to newer lands up and down Central and South America, he comes in contact with the Mayan trading vessels in Yucatan. Columbus came in contact with the Mayan trading vessel in Yucatan because he couldn't go back to the island, so he came on to Central and South America. So he ran across the Mayans. It was very long and wide canoe filled up with goods such as copper tools, weapons, swords made of wood and flint, textiles, a beer-like beverage made from fermented corn. This may have been one of the first encounters between Europeans and Mayans. Mayans were still in the Yucatan in the 1500s, people. Still there. Acting like our people just left. This nigga ran across Mayans in the Yucatan. Christopher Columbus. And they try to teach you that these people was already gone. Ain't no more melanated Mayans. Bro, history fucked up, bro. Let's keep going. The Mayans had copper tools, weapons, swords made of wood and flint, textiles, a beer-like substance made of corn. Columbus then sailed south and explored Nicaragua and Costa Rica and Panama. In 1503, his ships began to fail. Then he suffered through the hurricane and were also facing rot of the ship. The ship was tearing up, people, in the Caribbean waters. The ship started tearing up, right? Now, this was true history. Now, they don't finna get deep now. His title was King Charles I, Castile, Leon, and Aragon. This included Castilian colonies in the West Indies. Joanna, having been declared mentally unfit to rule, was kept confined, and she ruled in name only. Charles is, in effect, ruled by himself in 1519. Charles V, the Holy Roman Emperor. Now we getting deep. This is where people start lying about your history right here. Acting like Charles V is an Inca. Why are you niggas teaching Charles V is the leader of the Inca just because he on a damn picture? See, that's colonization tactics. Y'all know niggas who be doing this shit. Put their name in the chat. I ain't even gonna repeat it. You better stop teaching that shit or I'm gonna get on your ass myself. Just like I told y'all a year ago. Them niggas on that goddamn Inca list ain't our people. Charles V on that Inca list. Why are you fake people from the islands acting like Charles V is the truth? That nigga ain't us. See, when I hear that type of knowledge, it bothers my spirit. Because I know you lying. You know you lying. And you know I know you lying. But you teaching this to people that don't know history. I can't stand for that. Somebody got to stand on the truth, bro. Because my ancestors told me my art is balanced in the truth. Now, Charles V on the Inca list. Now, why would somebody teach that these are the controllers of our land. Why would somebody sit there and teach you that shit? Either they don't know no better or they playing with your mental. And I think they know better. I think they playing on your mental. Roll the coin. I think they playing on your mental. Now, who the fuck is this? I think they playing on your mental. They go Charles the Fifth right there on the Inca Kings list. Ain't that Charles the Fifth? Don't they say Charles the Fifth right there? Oh, go back. Go back. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ain't that Charles the Fifth? Ain't that Charlie the Fifth? Now, why would somebody teach you this goddamn colonizer is an Inca king in the 1500s? Because they motherfucking colonizers. They trying to trick you. Like, we from Tamari, but you teaching a Spanish killer is indigenous American. See, either your background come from that same teaching or you just an idiot. One of the two, it don't matter to me. But you not finna do that, bro. Not in my presence. Go do that shit with a dummy. Go talk to goddamn the dummy channel. This ain't the dummy channel. Why would you say these people are from Tamari? These are the leaders. They bought the languages. They are the rulers. No, why would you teach that? Now, if you claim Spain, I would understand it and I'll let you slide. If you claim Spain, I'll let you slide because it's your history. You're supposed to believe in these hunter-gatherers. But if you claim indigenous to this land, why would you vouch for people who killed the Tainos and you supposed to be indigenous to the islands? If you supposed to be indigenous from the islands, why would you vouch for somebody who got your people killed? I don't understand it. This like some nigga killing my brother and I'm down with the nigga the next week. Nigga killed my brother now. I'm with the nigga who killed my brother. What up, cuz? Something ain't right, bro. These people bother my spirit, bro. I'm telling y'all something ain't right, bro. How you claiming Taino and the niggas who killed Tainos, you teaching they the leaders? That might be the most Am I tripping? That shit diabolical, bro. Why would you do that? Either y'all niggas just talking fast, trying to sound cool and knowledgeable, or y'all are putting a spell right back on my people again, bro. One of the two. You can't go with both of them. They cut the ears off the Taino, the arms, the fingers. They took the Taino women, wives, and children and raped them. And you gonna sit there and claim them the people that you... You can't be both of them, bro. I come to expose motherfuckers. I don't come to play. When you do that type of shit, it bothers my spirit. Because now, you playing with the ancestors, bro. Now you're playing. See, I'd rather you hurt my body than to play with my mind. At least when you hurt my body, I can accept it. But don't play with this. So when you play with this, you can control people. Like Jay-Z said, don't call me that, just go and squeeze the metal on me, bro. I prefer you just squeeze the metal and hurt me than play with my mind. You playing with our people's mind. And I don't like this shit one bit. Anybody playing my people's mind and confusing them and pushing narratives that ain't true, that shit bothers my spirit. That's why I always say something. I aim not to say nothing to nobody, but I can't because it's in me. If it's wrong, it's wrong. No man is bigger than the truth. Now, if you do this over and over and over again, you have a connection to this colonization's teaching. You said this man with the truth. You said the French nigga from Chicago with the truth. You a goddamn colonizer, bro. Because now, if you do something repeatedly, you show your hand. Because you ain't just that dumb. Now you are showing a pattern of colonization, teaching a colonizer's history. Anybody with me? I'm charging motherfuckers, bro. I ain't going for this shit. Because this is what's been going on for a long time. Trickery. Trickery of our people. Playing on our top. You're not finna play on my people top. Nobody ain't. Ain't nobody finna play on my people top no more. I want y'all to start busting these folks out when they say that stupid shit. Y'all get on their ass from the door and tell them we know the truth now, Central. Because I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Roll the corn. I'm like WAC 100 going at Sinella. Nigga, we ain't no African. My people from Mississippi. I'm the new WAC 100. I'm WAC 200, goddammit. Look, Sinella, quit all them old goofy ass wives and get your ass over your old ass somewhere and sit down. That ain't my culture. That's how I'm talking like WAC 100. Now, Charles V delegated much of the decision-making in Castile and Aragon to others. He is a Holy Roman Emperor. That's why y'all niggas out here wearing all these French-ass shirts wrapped all around your neck. Vampire suits and black leather gloves looking all French and shit. Wee ass niggas. And want to try to teach me something. And my people something. Go teach a Frenchman. Ooh wee. Niggas got scarves wrapped around their neck blowing in the wind like this and shit. Nigga, that is not my culture. I wouldn't dress like John Baptiste to save my life. Nigga around here wearing karate suits. Roll the corn. Listen, I knew y'all were weird the whole time. I just play cool because I be like, bro, niggas just weird these days. I don't know what the fuck. Chill out, Truth. But you weird for a reason. You weird for a goddamn reason. You are not us, bro. My niggas ain't weird in the hood. We ain't doing all that old blade ass shit. We don't do that where I'm from, big dog. I love you, I'm in love with you, but you gonna stop playing my people top, bro. You gonna stop. Now, Charles V ain't us. All that Inca bullshit is bullshit. By 1519, them folk had already unalive all type of Indians. By 1519, they had already unalive all type of Indians, people. Our people. Then, after they set up, you bring in Charles V, the Holy Roman Emperor. And he's sitting at the top, and he's sitting at the top of the king's list like he's some type of big dog from Time Mary. And niggas teaching this nigga history. That nigga ain't us. He don't care nothing about your ass. Matter of fact, he finna cut somebody's arm off now. What you think these people is? With their little cute ass little jackets on. People are teaching them people symbolism of the Holy Roman Empire. Look at Charles V. Look at his badge on his shirt. Look at his necklace. That shit is Holy Roman Empire jewelry. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to learn about it. People literally teaching them for history like it's American, like it's our history. It ain't. Roll the corn. Let's get back to the truth, man. My bad.
You know, a few people ask me,
y'all already know,
where does
bro.
This image come from?
Roll the corn.
And how do we know this is really Charles V?
This shit off my
because I
goddamn.
use this image a lot on my...
Get this shit off. All right. Oh, TikTok fucking with my live. Here we go. All right. Charles V. Let's keep going. Now, San Juan was used by merchants and military ships traveling from Spain as the first stopover in the Americas. Because of the prominence in the Caribbean, a network of fortifications was built to protect the fleets and transported gold and silver from the New World to Spain. There we go. Because of these rich cargoes, San Juan became a target of foreign powers. In 1595, Queen Elizabeth of England and Ireland sent Sir Francis Drake and John Hawkins with 27 ships, 2,500 men to dispute the flow of Castilian gold and silver. Now, as they watched the Spanish pull all these riches out of Tamari, now everybody else want to get involved. Now the Queen Elizabeth of England want to get involved. Now Ireland want to get involved. Now they sending their ships and they men trying to see how much gold Spain is pulling out of Tamari. Now everybody got greedy. Now that's why all these motherfuckers starting to come over here. Now the British coming. Spain come, here come British. Here come the French Huguenots. See, French Huguenots. Let's talk about that for a second. Because see, you must learn who is over here, who got bloodlines from other places, who still on this app and got a French Huguenot ass great-granddaddy, and they know it, and they teach they shit like it's American. See, you got to know who got bloodlines coming from all these different colonizers. They look like you, but they not you. Some of you niggas melanated Spanish people. Some of you niggas melanated Frenchman's ancestry. Some of you niggas melanated Ireland and Sweden and England. Ottoman Empire. Some of you niggas got history that go back to Europe. But they look just like you. They look a little goofy, but you can tell if you really know how they look. But but you can tell, bro. Roll the card. You can tell. French Huguenots are the people who was down there with the Timogona, the Tomuka Indian, down there tricking them, trying to get them to fight each other in Florida. See, it's still bloodlines from these niggas still on the land. You just gotta peep them out. Listen to them. They gonna tell you. Just keep listening. It's gonna come to you. Now, French Calvinist, right? French Huguenots. They fled places like England and Switzerland and Germany and the Netherlands. Charles V. They go Charles V popping up again. Proposed settling French Huguenots, a vassal state of the Ottoman Empire. Oh shit. There go the connection, truth. French Huguenots in Moldavia. Charles V gave them a vassal state of the Ottoman Empire. The goal was to create a military buffer against the Habsburg. and simultaneously removed the Protestants from France to ease religious tensions. So why are these French Huguenots linked to I think that's Charles the Ninth. Charles the Ninth. I'm tripping. Charles the Ninth in 1566. That's why y'all niggas teaching the Ottoman Empire. I got your ass now. See, the truth gonna come out when you align yourself with the ancestor. See, you niggas is over there fucking with Charles the Ninth. He gave y'all some shit. French Huguenots. It became the vassal state of the Ottoman Empire. That's why you French ass niggas talking about Creole our language. I knew it was France and French. I knew it. I knew it. I felt it in my spirit. It sizzled in my spirit long time ago. You niggas were Frenchmen. That's why the Ottoman Empire teaching is so strong. Because your background comes from French Huguenots who came to the islands and to Florida. Okay. See how I just read you, bro? I can read. See, I'm a threat. See, I'm finna, everybody look at me as a threat because everybody can't break that down like that. They don't understand. See, a threat, when you become a threat with real knowledge, people start to get away from you. Motherfuckers start disappearing. Motherfucker like this. That nigga ain't finna expose me. Let me get away from that nigga truth now. Get the hell. He ain't finna show me that this man mama talking about she taught black people how to grow corn. Let me get away from this nigga. That's what's going on. And that's what I come to do. Shake the leaves on the motherfucking trees. Cause y'all finna stop playing. That's what I'm here for. I want you to shake in your boots when you get teaching that bullshit. If somebody send it to me and I got time today, I'm on it. The bar got to get set a little higher, my baby. The bar too low. The knowledge too low. We are not low vibrational people. You not finna teach low vibrational shit to my people. The bar, I'm finna set the bar up here. You finna have to come with a whole goddamn thesis to teach this knowledge. Or you finna get your ass out the way. Because our people deserve way better than what we have gotten from our own people. We expect more from our people. Roll the corn. That's why you teaching the Ottoman Empire, because it's a French Huguenot. French is a part of Creole. That's why you want to say our language Creole. You think you smart, don't you? You Bugs Life ass nigga. I'll squash that shit in 5 minutes. Go over there and play, bro. Get out of grown folk business. Take your ass to France and go play, bro. Roll the motherfucking coin. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. Go play with somebody else. I got time for that foolishness. Little boy ass knowledge. Get this shit out of here. Now, for 50 years after Columbus set foot in the New World, more than 100 tons of gold was shipped to Spain. At first, the gold came from Hispaniola, then Puerto Rico, then Cuba. The conquest of the Aztecs in Mexico, 1519 to 1521. Aztec jewelry. It became much easier to melt down Aztec jewelry and ornaments than to mine or pan for gold, as was required in the 3 islands of the Greater Antilles, where gold was found. Also, slave labor was becoming scarce. With the genocide of Taino and Lusayan people, and before significant numbers of enslaved Africans begin to arrive. There go your teaching right there. One more time for your mind. 100 tons of gold was shipped back to Spain. At first, the gold came from Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and Cuba. Hernan Cortez, conquest of the Aztecs in Mexico. It became much easier to melt down Aztec jewelry and ornaments than to mine or pan for gold. So you attack the Aztecs and take their gold, right? And melt it down. Right? And it's Greater Antilles where gold was found. Also, slave labor was becoming scarce because y'all had killed so many Indians with the genocide of our people, of the Taino, melanated Indians from America, and the people, and before significant numbers of enslaved Africans came later, then they began to arrive. Now, Greater Antilles Indians, I'm going to show it to you one more time because they think our history fake, but I'm going to teach it exactly how it look. Greater Antilles Indians. These are the Greater Antilles Indians right here. Our people. I love you and I'm in love with you. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Now, anybody I just showed y'all that ain't down with this and they teaching that shit, it's a reason why they teaching that shit. I'm speaking for them. You speaking for Charles V. You speaking for the United Damn Kingdom. Fuck them people. You speaking for the corporation paperwork. Fuck them people. You speaking for the Constitution. Fuck the Constitution. Wasn't no Constitution when they enslaved your people. That shit came later. So they don't even tickle my fancy to teach it. Fuck that shit. See, now, we aligned back to the truth. None of that shit matters. Either you gonna pull your ancestors out that mound and match your blood, or you gotta overthrow the corporation. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no paperwork finna save you. Ain't nothing nobody can sign. They gonna give you your ancient gold mine back. You think they finna just hand over your land with the gold mine sitting right on it? They gonna hand over them damn emeralds down there in South Carolina right back to nickels? $1 million worth of emeralds in there, Franklin, Carolina. You think they just gonna pass it up? Here you go. Go in there and get you a $1 million emerald and come out rich. No. That's why I say what I say. If you got paperwork to Carolina, why the hell we not up in the damn gym? That's the gym capital of the world. Why we ain't up in there getting the gyms out, getting our people some stuff together? Because you don't own it. You just talking shit. You just flashing paperwork. Fuck that paperwork. It ain't done nothing for us. What it done for us? But be a topic on the internet. what I'm trying to tell y'all. The stuff these people are talking about is so valuable. I don't know if they know it or not. It's so valuable that you think a piece of paperwork gonna get you a jump. Let me show y'all what's in Carolina. Franklin, Carolina. Gym capital of the world. Now you think them people, you think our people didn't have it first? Now, tucked in the Appalachian Mountains of West North Carolina, Franklin is renowned as the gem capital of the world. Sapphires, rubies, garnet, native dirt, precious stones. Now, motherfuckers around here screaming they got paperwork to Carolina. We own the land, supposedly. Put that paperwork to work and open up the gemstone of the world. If the paperwork legit. If the paperwork is legit, we supposed to be at the gem capital of the world tomorrow, nigga. Ain't no more poverty. Them hunter-gatherer gonna spray choppers all down through there. You go to that damn mine. See, we gotta get back to reality, people. I teach the way I teach it because I want you to be in reality. We can't live in the fantasy world no more. You know how valuable that place is? You know how valuable that land is? You must think America ain't the most wealthiest land on the nation. You still think Africa is? How the fuck we the gem capital of the world and Africa supposed to have all the diamonds and sapphires? Nigga, we got them. I'm gonna let y'all read this and I'm gonna get out your way. I thought the gem capital of the world was in Africa. No, the fuck it ain't. Right there in North Carolina. And it's mounds right there. And it's our ancestors' mounds right outside the mine. Go look for yourself. How you think they found it? Timucua Indians had sapphires and garnet and rubies all in their gold breastplates. Where you think they got it from? Where you think the so-called Moor of the emerald, the Moor they be talking about, that Indian, that's an Indian from Florida. He got green emeralds on his platter. They come from Carolina, people. That is not no Moor from Europe. Ain't no green emeralds over there. Stop playing with us. You could shift buckets of native dirt to uncover precious stones. Africa can't fuck with us. They just taught you that Africa could fuck with us. They can't fuck with us. Because see, all our stuff is hidden. See, they'll show you a little African diamond field and boost your little morale. But boy, they ain't going to show you they pulling diamonds out of America like this. Sapphires and gemstone like this. Motherfucker bigger than your head. Open up the mines, Miss Carolina. Y'all better start applying pressure. Don't just apply pressure to the YT, man. Apply pressure to everything that ain't coming through, people. Because if you get on here and speak this shit, you talk that gangster shit, you gotta live it. Practice what you preach. Because if truth now tell you, I got 1,000 acres, I'm finna be out there. I ain't gonna do that because I'm not gonna mislead my people, bro. If it ain't true. So now, I must apply pressure. We need results. If you ain't gonna give nobody no results, Leave that shit alone because you lying. Is this shit made for views? Or just the misdirection? What is it made for? At this point, I'm just starting to think everything just made for views. Think about it. Now, all I'm saying is, we can't question our own people. Well, who can? If we can't question our own people, who can? Question me. Question everybody, everything. We got to question certain things. Our history is not entertainment and views, bro. Our history is the truth. So now, all I'm saying is, y'all, check into question stuff. Because at this point in our history, we cannot allow misinformation to throw us off the path of the truth. I don't care who do it. We cannot do it. Our people are getting more and more enlightened by the day. This is the most enlightened generation I have ever seen in the history of the planet since the ancient ancestors was here. Y'all know more knowledge than me. Y'all get some knowledge from me and put it all together. That's what it's about. But let them keep their Canaanite religion too, huh? You a Canaanite. You don't, they don't have no Canaanite religion. See, that's what you don't understand. I don't even want to get into that. But you must understand, these people don't have no religion, bro. They ain't got it. Why you think they use it for evil? Did I just show you Christians were killing Indians? Did I just teach you that? They're not really Christians, bro. They're not really enlightened. They're not really like that, bro. They didn't create none of that. They are portraying to be that. Don't you get it? Okay, let me give you an example before I get out of here. Let me give y'all a beautiful example. I put on a costume like I'm some type of security guard, right? I got a security guard costume on like I'm a security guard. I walk up in the bank. They think I'm security. I go right back there and grab the money, stuff it in my security coat, walk out the door. I'm playing a role, bro, to get what I want. That don't mean I'm the real security. I'm just faking to get to the bag, to get to the land. These people are taking spiritual people's teaching, switching it around to get to the bag. Once you realize a spiritual teaching can control people, you use it for your greed and advantage. See, you ain't never read ancient books. Ancient books said, if an evil man get this knowledge, the world finna burn. If an evil man get divine knowledge, the world finna burn. That's what happened, people. Evil man got divine knowledge. And he used it for his advantage. Evil man makes you forget divine knowledge while they use divine knowledge against the people who created it. You get it? Somebody was plowing that field at mound sites long time ago. Plowing that field. Spiritual. In tune with nature. Creating these words that later became Hebrew. Creating these situations in life that they learned from the agriculture field. They wasn't religious, but their teachings and words turned into religion over time. See, that's what you got to understand. It was pure in nature first, and somebody admired it and turned it into a teaching. Somebody was like, whoa, these people, the truth. I want to be just like them. They spiritual, they honest, they feeding each other. They created the plow. That's why the Egyptian got the 2 plows in his hand and the bag of seeds. They created the plow and brought fruit and flour and American trees all over the world. What you think the bag is of the Sumerian? What you think the bag is of the Egyptian? These are where they come from. Why all of them got the 7 heads of the river? Mississippi River, the only river with 7 heads. Why? Ask yourself these questions. Why are these tall so-called angels, fallen angels, mixing with man? Something ain't right about this story. The real story is, them tall angels they talking about come right off the Mississippi River that built them mounds. Them the ones that were over there in Samaria getting called aliens. You ain't figured it out yet? This is the oldest land on the planet. Therefore, we are way more advanced than hunter-gatherers when we meet on foreign land. Therefore, when they meet us, they have a story of angels, Atlanteans coming across the water, tall gods, big beards. Who you think them people is? Aliens? You lost your damn mind. Them Tamari mound builders. In boats made out of American wood. American oil slicked all around them. And you let these people tell you that them aliens. Why you think they call them evil, people? Are they evil? Them some evil. Because they know that this culture is not their culture, not the same people. So you must demonize the giant. You must demonize the snake people. You must demonize the people who really bought the knowledge that you took and made religion. You must demonize them. You must act like, so they will never be studied again, act like they evil. So we can keep on acting like we the ones created this knowledge. That's what secret societies and Freemasons are all about. You get it? What secrets are they hiding? Let me tell you the secrets that they hide. Our land created the first man. We start creating the first mounds and pyramids and buildings in the world. Our land created the so-called free energy building builders with the royal cubit. We created the measurement system, astrology, boats, fishing lines, how to dye your clothes, first jewelry, first royalty of the world. That's the secret society's secret. Doing this don't make you evil. This don't make you evil. They taught you it was evil though. Either they trying to make you scared of it, or they just playing in your face like, nigga, Illuminati. They just try, boy, that's the most divine symbol you're gonna ever see. "52 centimeters, Royal Cubic Builders." Ross said no caterpillars, it was just a bunch of niggas, a lot of great thinkers and a lot of great inventors, man. Your people are the first inventors and thinkers. They got all their knowledge from your people out of our ancient monuments. What this mean? The all-seeing eye? It's the truth. The all-seeing eye is the key to life. It's the summer solstice. What happens in the summer? The harvest. So when the sun, yin, in Hebrew, aligns for the summer solstice, the harvest is done. Our people become happy. That's why Egypt got a god called Happy. They didn't get happy until the harvest came. You know why they were happy for that? Because I can feed all my people and show them we are abundant. And we done it on our own. We didn't ask God for it. We didn't ask the devil for it. We done it on our own. That what make us divine. Divine is self-sufficiency in nature. Can nobody control you then? Right? And you tell the absolute truth to your people to get them to their divine state. That's Ma'at, the truth. The feather means truth. Now you understand it. It didn't mean all this evil shit. It didn't mean Jay-Z got the Illuminati on his eye. No, that ain't where it come from. You break the eye from the pyramid on a dollar. When you break the top of the capstone off a pyramid, that represents hiding knowledge from the people who created it. When you separate the bottom of the pyramid from the top, the capstone, that means that people, they don't know their knowledge no more. We know their knowledge. The foundational people who built the bottom of it, they don't even know about the top. That's why I keep telling people, go read about the Benben stone. Our people don't even know the Benben stone represents mounds, people. I was on live earlier. The dude was like, it's just a dirt mound. Bro, you don't even know your history. The top of the pyramid stone represents the primordial mound of earth. The mounds running through the southeast of America, them the primordial mounds, people. The Egyptians speaking of, to the west. You get it? Go read about the Benben stone. Go read about Ta-Tenin. Ta-Tenin. The land of creation of a mound. The mounds are the first pyramids, people. The Egyptians telling you. Ancestors built it. Read about Ta is land, Tenin is creation. That's where you get Tennessee from. Read about that. Read about Ta-Mary is the beloved land. Ta-Tinin is the land of creation. Ta-Seti is the land of the bow and arrow. They're giving you the definition of where they're talking about and where they're going, right? Ta-Netjer. They're telling you. Ta-Tinin is the ancestral land. The primordial mounds. So when I put a black granite capstone on a pyramid, that is standing for the ancestors' mound. So if you don't know mounds and pyramids, they really giving you, really a pyramid is a new model mound. That's all it is. They are still talking about the ancestors. The Egyptians bragged and boasted about their ancestors from the West. All over the walls. Go read the Ebers Papyrus. Go read the Atlantean story on the wall in Egypt. They bought animals, seeds, plows, all type of stuff. Knowledge. Now, I'm going to say this before I digress, but I'm going to say this. You became an American Indian, the first ones. But where were you before you was an American Indian? Where these words come from? Where these teachings come from? Where the feather come from? See, it all aligns with the truth. The truth is, the feather comes from Ma'at, people. Balance and harmony in nature. That's why Indians wore the feather first. Melanated Indians. It's not because it's just a headdress. The feather represents the truth. Nature is the truth. That's why we wore feathers. Native Americans saw us wearing feathers and started to wear feathers. You get it? But they go way back before Indians. This Hebrew stuff. This paleo stuff. This ancient language stuff. Now, you get words like Choctaw that come from Shakla. Hebrew words. Right? You get towns in the southeast called Tally. It's a Hebrew word. Timogona Indians in North Florida. Timo is Hebrew. See, you think it's an Indian name, that motherfucker based in a whole nother language, but you ain't broke the code yet. Let me break one code for y'all real quick before my phone died. Real quick. What's the real names of the Temuca Indians? Huh? See, Spanish is telling you Temuca Indians. Right? Spanish telling you Temuca Indians, right? That's the name they giving you. The French, they giving you this name. But this really one of the real names right here. Timogona. Right? Santeriwa tribe, Jacksonville, Florida. They changed it. Now let's look at Timogona, the real name. This is how simple this shit is. Timo in Hebrew. Look how they just changed up and made it into a Spanish name. Watch this. Whoa. Whoa. Truth. They're trying to call it Greek now, but Greek don't come before Hebrew. Y'all can stop that bullshit. Now, some ain't right about this. I thought there was some type of Indian name, but this is Let's get a meaning out of that. Let's see what they say. Now, to me in Greek is honor and respect. See, Greek got their word from our words anyway. So I'm telling y'all, some type of gods people, honor, respect. Timo, to me, Timo Gona, shit like that. Honoring God. There you go right there. Now in the Bible, that word is honoring God. Or honoring nature. Right? Now, some ain't right about that. Some ain't right about that. That word come from some ancient, some Sanskrit or something. Roll the coin. See, why y'all ain't giving us the real names of these tribes? Y'all always give us the Spanish part of it. Y'all always give us the French name, the Spanish, the English name. Spell it how it was, put it together how y'all heard it, Spanish. Then they can't do that because it's gonna relate to a real ancient language. Then you're gonna get to searching the ancient language. Then you're gonna be like, damn, this is a Hebrew term. Why did he tribe named after some? Oh my goodness. I get it now. Damn. It's gonna blow your mind when you study it like that. Find the real name, then break it down in ancient languages. Sanskrit and Paleo. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. These people just told me this stupid shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Shakla. Ain't no way. They try to say you was an oyster. That's bullshit. That's bullshit right there. Shakla in Choctaw culture. You see Shakla or Shakla in Choctaw? Why is Shakla connected to Choctaw? I'm gonna show you why. I'm finna show you why. Cause that's where the name come from. I did. It all makes sense. These people got these names from ancient Hebrews, bro. I'm telling y'all what I know. Farmers, agriculturalists, Shakla associated to Choctaw, Shaka Khan. See, this shit all makes sense. See, these people are getting our words from ancient languages, turn them into new words, culturally assimilating our people, acting like the damn original people. Cause Choctaw ain't even no real damn tribe. It's Shakla tribe. And this Paleo Hebrew. See, that's why your grandma farmers. That's why your grandma agriculturalists. Down there deep down in the South. They know who they came and enslaved people. These people right here. Because that's where the damn word of the tribe come from. I digress. I'm going to break some more tribe names down coming up this week. I'm finna break all this shit down. Your culture is agri, farming. That's where the Hebrew language come from, agriculture. Now let me connect it back in ancient time to the truth. Hebrew language, Hebrew symbols and language are derived from agriculture. Now you understand it. You don't understand it by now? You ain't gonna never understand it. Deeply intertwined with ancient agriculture and pastoral life. That's where they get Canaanites from. That's where you get Egyptian hieroglyphics from. Early Semitic workers developed it from borrowing stylized pictographic forms. They try to say it's ancient Egyptian, but Egypt language come after ours, people. Our language is older than Egypt. They can stop lying. Do you get it? The real Paleo-Hebrew is a farmer. He wasn't religious. He was in the agriculture field, and he wrote his laws from the agriculture field. He learned patience. He learned spirituality. He learned how to live in good graces of the world and people, and how to treat people, and how not to kill everybody. And thou shalt not kill in the field. Now the white man got it in the book talking about these his commandments. Boy, them commandments come from the laws of Ma'at. We created morals in the agriculture field. Then that became religious thousands and thousands of years later. Do you get it? Now, for farmer created Hebrew languages, and the tribe names are based in Hebrew languages, and who the real people? Us, bro. Come on now, because white boys ain't no Paleo-Hebrews. Y'all can stop this shit. Ain't no Native American. Keep your Navajo language over there. We have a native language. Man, fuck that language. That language ain't older than my grandmama fucking shoes. The language ain't even 50 years old, bro. Move around. We talking about languages, boy, were around the world in 6, 8, 9,000 BC. You talking about a language from a hunter-gatherer 40 years ago. Damn your language and your native tongue. What are you talking about? Take that shit over there. Boy, I show you a language. Our people are saying the same thing as Hebrews in the Bible. We got Indians over here talking about Kamas. Kamas in the Bible. Kamas. Melanated Indian Kamas. We got the same word we using over here is the same words in the Bible. When you pull up these books and go through the languages, the same words the Indians they were saying in the Southeast is the same words the Hebrew was saying in Israel. That's why you don't understand it. It's over your head. Roll the corn. Cool is cold. All in the same word. Same exact word, bro. We've been lied to and tricked. We've been lied to and tricked, people. Now, the reason I know I'm speaking Hebrew, because in these old books, they called the chief Katzin. Katzin? The Spanish called it Karachi and all that old shit. But the real word of our chiefs is this. Now, why is our chiefs called this word right here? Katzin. Then they got a Q on it, but it means ruler, commander in chief. Katzin. Chief. Come on now. Roll the call. That they was calling our chiefs that in books. Come on, y'all. Come on, bro. Oh man. Yeah, I know they'll show me older stuff. I'm just Googling stuff, but I'll pull out the books. I'm just trying to give you an overview of what I'm saying. These words are way older than what y'all think they is, bro. Right? Sagala. Gullah. Sagala is ancient. Right? Sagala is an ancient word. Sagala. Where do you think they get Gullah from? Sagala. Sagala is the chosen people. Look it up. Y'all think, see, it's so much of a stretch for people to believe the truth, but bro, research everything I'm telling y'all. Go pull up suck with an SE at the beginning of Gullah and ask what it means in Hebrew. Sagala. That's where you get Gullah from. Roll the corn. You get it? Sagala. You get it? Go see what they tell you who them people is. I ain't even gonna tell you. I want it to surprise you who them people is. Sagala. Who they is? The Jews of God. The Jews. A seagull? No, big dog. No, man. Come on, y'all. Bro, these people literally, what do you think? These people don't create words, people. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. White people just switch the name of something already here. When you learn it like that, you can understand what they be doing, right? They just switch up a name and make it another language. There you go right there. Gullah, Sagala, treasured possession, a special treasure of people, a jewel of nature. Jewel of God means Jew, people. That's the original Jew right there. Where you think they get Jew from? Jewels. Now, why are you calling the people over there on the south, over there, the Gullah Geechee? Because you all saw people of Sagala on the Ogeechee, the Okgeechee River. That word ancient, bro. Gullah Geechee did not come from West Africa. That's foolishness. That don't even make no sense. Why would you name an African after an American river? Geechee come from... Okay. All right. Okay. Geechee come from this. This is where Geechee come from right there. They look like Africa to you? Yeah, keep flashing the pictures for me. That don't come from, this ain't, why the hell y'all, That is a river in Georgia. How the hell is African? What the fuck is y'all talking about? What did you talk about? Sagala Geechee. Okay. Jews on the Ogeechee River. Whew. Way over their head. Do Ogeechee look like it's in Nigeria, nigga? That motherfucker right there in Georgia. You named after the land, my baby. You ain't named, you named after ancient land masses. This ain't got nothing to do with no Africa. The Ogeechee River is in Georgia, not Africa. How are African people named after something that ain't even over there? It's not even over there. This shit don't make no sense, bro. Now, how is Geechee an African diaspora, but it's over here? Oh my goodness, man. These people tell us anything. Man, them people were growing rice on the Ogeechee River long before hunter-gatherer ever came over here, bro. Rice grow on the Mississippi River. I know it grow over there. Acting like Africans started growing rice over here. Shut up. It's the stupidest shit ever. We got rice fields on the Mississippi River. Everything grow over here, bro. You can grow a whole nigga over here if you knew what to do. Land so fertile, you can grow a grown man down there in the dirt. Because that's where you really come from. See, boy, it takes fertile land. Okay. Think about this. Why are our people so deep into fertile land? Fertile land created the first man. You think you ain't down with the plants? You think you ain't connected to the plants and the trees, nigga? The same way that fertile land grow that goddamn watermelon big, it'll grow you big. See, this shit over niggas' head. They always thinking you come from outer space and all this dumb shit. Fertile land grow giants. Y'all, you get it? The desert don't grow giants. You can stop that shit. Ain't enough nutrients in the soil to grow. See, you come from the nutrients in the soil. You come from the dirt, nigga. You don't come from the moon. You come from Mother Earth. So if Mother Earth puts nutrients in this dirt, with your upbringing, you come out. Everything was big in ancient times. Everything. Birds, ants. Ants this goddamn big. Go look it up. You think humans ain't that big? See, in the first creation, everything was big. They were doing it big. Birds bigger than your house. Ants big. Mosquitoes fucking look like birds. Trees huge. The trees still here. This land grew everything fertile first. This is the motherland. It grew your ancestors big. Big ass pharaoh mound building Sumerian looking motherfucker. That shit come from over here on the fertile land. That's the first royalty. That's the first royalty. You get it? So therefore, we are bigger and stronger, more knowledgeable when we meet people from a arid land. They nutrients weren't good enough in the soil to pop out a giant, a tall man. They popping out hunter-gatherers. They all mutated and fucked up, skinny, black, pale. They popping them up in Europe. Land creates man. You know what I'm trying to tell you? You get it? That's why they want to tell you that everybody come from Africa. This land created us. We the Atlanteans, so-called, the Hebrews. They are the Gentile people of the land. So if they are created way after us, they are a mutation of what's already in the waters, right? Because man come from the primordial waters to the earth. We brew up first, perfect. They brew up later with a little mutation in the water. We didn't create white people, y'all. The earth created them. Our DNA mutated with some other shit in the water. Later on in history of the planet, mutates different people. We was here first. So now, a cold, arid landmass creates man. It just popped out like that. Same way you get an albino pit bull who will runt. You got the big old strong pit, the leader of the pack pop out the litter. Then you got this little white ass runt. He don't want to fight. He don't even want to eat. He's scared as hell. It's just nature, people. Y'all, whoever breed dogs know what I'm talking about. You get this heroic ass, full breed, and then on the back end of the litter, you get this little crybaby ass little. He's smaller than everybody. He crying and whining all night. He ain't got the same color as everybody. He a little. It's genetics of the planet. Right? That's how this stuff work. You get a whole bunch of recessive genes, you get the runt. White skin is a recessive gene, people. You get it? Do you understand it? At the bottom of the recessive gene pool, you get 2 weak genetics. And it give you a runt. I'm just telling y'all the truth, bro. If you don't like it, move along. I got to tell y'all the truth. You got the strong genetics and you got the runt genetics. Right? The earth creates the strong genetics first. It takes the strong genetics to even be born of the planet. Then after that, other things start happening as time goes by. Different land masses come from under the water. They want to tell you Pangea had all the land together. That's a lie. North America came up first. And them islands out there in the Pacific came up first. Then you get Africa and Europe coming up over there later. And I'm talking about millions of years later. But they are recessive. You are only as good as the land you come from. You get it? You are only as good as the land you come from. If your land is fertile and ripe and it's growing fruit everywhere and grass, you come out a better species. Now, if you come from sand and dirt and heat and or you come from cold and rocky and cavey, that's on you. And you come way after the original people, that's on you. That's what they don't want to teach you. That's why a Tamari bloodline is matching Ramses. Do you get it? These tall giant motherfucker matching niggas' blood in the South right now. The royal bloodline. How is an Egyptian king matching blood 65% of melanated men in the southeast of America? How? How is that even possible? I know why it's possible. Because the bloodline come from this land. He just happened to be over there. Duh. The first bloodlines come from the dirt into man's veins. One man's veins. You get that? That's the first royalty. And woman came first. I throw that in there for y'all cuss me out. Woman came first. Woman is a representation of her mother, Mother Earth. She's the first reflection of our real mother. Simple. That's why the mother goddess is revered in all these cultures. Now, if this is the first land, we get the first languages in agriculture. We the first people to make clothes and ships and languages because we was here longer than everybody else. In these people books over there, they talk about giants for tall people, strong, tall people on ships, meeting Neanderthals and teaching them. That's really what the Anunnaki story is all about. Tall, copper-colored people meeting Neanderthals and teaching them. You get it? The Neanderthals, as their history goes, they start to write about these tall, intellectual people that they met. They start calling them gods. The first kings. The king's list. The king's list of Samaria is an American bloodline coming to that land. Starting to mix with them people over there. We are the only people that had records at the time. Them people didn't have no records. Them people didn't have no writing systems like that. We bought the records. The first pharaohs and shit, we wrote that down. We created paper, writing on paper. Papyrus is the Phoenician, Egyptian thing. That's our shit. The Bible is named after a Phoenician city, Byblos, where the first writing of morals was written down on that land over there. They pulled tablets out of the mounds with the same writing on it over here. Ancient tablets. But when they got to the Mediterranean Sea, they had to start writing on papyrus. Papyrus is not African culture. That's our people writing on papyrus. I'm telling y'all what I know. We bought that knowledge over there. They named the Bible after Byblos, a city built by our people. Because we was the first writers of morals on paper. Do you understand where they get this stuff from? The Greek come right back and they call it Byblos, we're going to call this book the Bible. See what I'm saying? Everything come from somewhere, people. Now, copper is in our blood. but I don't think we was ever green. Copper in our blood, for sure. We got like, look, a couple grams of copper in our blood. That's a fact. But see, when you see a green bean on the walls in Egypt, right? A green bean, it represents fertility, vegetation of the planet, right? It don't represent green skin. See, they try to tell you there's some alien stuff and all that. It represents, when you see green in ancient culture, it represents the growth of the crops, the spring. Either gonna mean the spring or you know, growing the crops, right? That's why Osiris is green. Osiris is green because he represents the spring, the vegetation of the crops. See, these white people taught us alien knowledge because they don't understand it, or they just trying to hide the truth from you. Our people teaching nature the whole time. They teaching alien shit, right? Osiris resurrected in the spring, right? That's why he green. In the spring is when the flowers come out. The world gets back green. That's why the spring was the new year. The spring is the real new year. Our ancient culture said the spring is the new year. When you plant the seeds, that's the new year. That's why you celebrate the new year, because you plant the seeds in the spring. That's why Osiris is green. That's why you got the green man on the Tartarian buildings. The green man represents the spring. The face on these old buildings with the grass growing out of his mouth, that people think is evil and stuff, that just represents a representation of the spring, a deity of the spring. Everything has a meaning, right? See, look, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. See, Osiris is green. The green man on the Tartarian buildings. Green. Vegetation coming out the face of the man. This became all type of horror movies and scary movies. But they didn't understand it. See, white people don't understand this stuff until they break in and get the knowledge, right? But they still make horror movies out of this stuff. Right? But Osiris is green because of vegetation, growth, the god of fertility. You get it? Now, if somebody is blue, blue represents the primordial waters of creation. So you see an Egyptian god that is blue, that's creation of the water, the ocean, the primordial waters, right? Green represents fertility of the land. Blue represents the ocean or water, or it's going to represent something like that. Now, when you see gold in blue, gold is the sunlight. That's why Egyptians wore it and Mississippians wore this too. Green, blue and gold headdresses. Water and sunlight. Water and sunlight. You get it? Water and sunlight. See? There goes Osiris green, way back in the day. See it? Fertility. Now, they try to tell you that that's Egyptian culture, but I found artifacts of Mississippians with them same stripes on their head, just like Egyptians. Same meaning. Same meaning. If I can find it, let me see. We had them stripes. We used to wear headdresses with them same stripes, right? That's why you think that's an Egyptian look, but really that is a Mississippi River look. I'm telling y'all what I know. right? Like this is what I'm talking about right here. You see that bag of seeds? These stripes with the green and the well, it might be blue, but it's gold, sunlight, and water. The lines on the headdress. You see them lines on the headdress? We bring in seeds. We bring in the plow because we know how to farm. Zayin seeds. Now, let's go find the Mississippian. The Mississippian pottery got some same lines on their headdress, people. The same exact lines. If I can find it tonight. Roll the corn. See them lines on her head? Mississippian culture. Look at the face. She looks just like an Egyptian. This is pottery now. Southeastern United States. Large earthen mounds. As you can see, the culture is the same, right? Them same lines. This stuff ancient. So why are we wearing headdresses just like them? If there ain't no connection there. People in the mounds had headdresses on, people. They just act like, talking about they dissolved and they gone and stuff like that. But they find cloth of these headdresses in mounds. Then you get stuff like this later. Well, I'm saying it's the same culture, right? I'm telling you. Because they call Tamari the land of the plow. The beloved land is the land of the hoe, the plow, people. That's not Africa. Y'all can act like it is. It's not. The beloved land, the land of the plow. Right? Watch this. It's often referred to the land of the hoe, the plow. You get it? Tamari. It's the beloved land, but in the context of agriculture, it is often referred to the land of the hoe. Hieroglyphics, right? Spiritual connection to the homeland, the ancestral homeland. That's why you get this, right? That's why you get people with a hoe, with a plow in their hand, with seeds. That ain't even them people culture, bro. That's our culture. This is the beloved land. This is Tamari. Now, if Tamari, the land of the plow, we got the oldest plow irrigation on the Mississippi River in the world. This is the land of the plow. And the plow is Hebrew. See, all this shit go together. This is the land of the plow. We plowed the Nile River. We named it Nachal. That already was done before it ever got to Africa. Them people are literally pulling our ancestors out the ground in Africa right now. Still to this day. Telling you what I know. This is the land of the plow. This is the land of them seeds too. See them seeds? The seed bag? We brought all them damn trees, them palm trees and shit over there, bro. See? We put all them palm trees in the Holy Land too. You must know that. We put all them palm trees in the Holy Land. All that Holy Land, we built that shit over there. They over there fighting over it. We built that shit. Same palm tree the Egyptian got. Same palm trees in the Holy Land. Look at this. Who you think done this right here? Who the hell y'all think done this? Be real with yourself now. Grove of palm trees on the Nile River. Groves of them. You think that just grew like that? You think them palm trees just grew on the Nile in the desert just like that? Come on, fam. Stop it. Come on, y'all. You think the palm trees right around the Sphinx just growing up from nowhere in the desert? Bro, stop, bro. Please stop, bro. Stop with that, because that don't even make no sense. Come on now. See, these people studying this stuff, y'all. They know. Palm trees in Egypt. Why is this a book? Why y'all even looking at this? Because you know that tree don't supposed to be there. That's why y'all looking at that. It don't even supposed to be there. Palm trees grow naturally or are cultivated in all coastal island desert regions of the Nile Valley. They try to tell you it grow naturally, but they lying. That's why they say are cultivated in all the coastal inland desert regions. Man, stop playing. That tree would have never hit that land if we wouldn't have planted it. That tree would have never even grew over there if we never planted it, bro. The tamarisk tree, the date palm, that shit is ours. What y'all think the Sumerians looking up to in the middle of their artwork? Date palm trees, palm trees. Why is the alien looking up the palm trees? California palm trees with the aliens. See, you guys start making sense of this shit. Right? Them ain't no aliens. Tree of Life is an American tree. The same way them date palms and palm trees on the Nile, it's the same palm trees and date palm trees that's on the Tigris and Euphrates River. Same ones. Somebody put them there. Somebody put them there. But let me get out of here, man. It's getting late, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. Hope y'all learned something tonight, man. I just had to ramble. I just felt like rambling tonight. But this story I showed y'all about Columbus is exactly true. It's true. If you missed the first part of it, go to my YouTube and subscribe and watch it, bro. Y'all be safe tonight. Love you, know I'm in love with you. Roll the coin. We know the truth now.